What if the next time you talk to an AI, it didn't just answer your question, but actually understood your world, remembered what mattered to you, and took action on your behalf? Today, Google officially stepped into that future with the launch of Gemini 2, a new generation of AI models designed for what Google calls the agentic era. And this isn't just another incremental update. This is a fundamental shift in how humans and AI interact. In this video, we're breaking down everything Google announced, what Gemini 2 really unlocks, and why this might be the moment AI stops feeling like a tool and starts behaving like a true assistant. Gemini 2 is built to power a new class of multimodal AI agents. These agents don't just process text. They can see, hear, reason, remember, plan, and take action, all while staying under human control. This is the foundation behind Google's newest experimental projects, including Project Astra and Project Mariner, and they give us the clearest look yet at where AI is headed. Let's start with Project Astra. Project Astra is Google's research prototype for a universal AI assistant, one that understands the world in real time. Using Gemini 2's multimodal memory and live perception, Astra can observe your surroundings through a camera, listen to your voice, and respond contextually. Imagine pointing your phone at a sculpture in a park and asking, "What am I looking at?" Astra can identify the artwork, tell you who created it, where it's located, and even explain the themes behind it. Ask a follow-up question, and it remembers what you're referring to without you repeating yourself. This assistant is also multilingual by design. You can naturally switch languages mid-conversation, and Astra keeps the same voice and personality, something traditional text-to-speech systems struggle with. The experience feels fluid, human, and continuous. But understanding the world is only half the story. Acting on it is where things get really interesting. That's where Project Mariner comes in. Project Mariner is an experimental AI agent designed to operate directly inside your web browser. Instead of you clicking through tabs, copying data, and juggling tasks, the agent does it for you step by step while you stay in control. For example, imagine you have a spreadsheet full of company names and need to find their contact emails. Mariner reads the sheet, searches each company online, navigates their websites, finds the relevant information, and compiles it into a clean list. You can watch every action it takes, pause it, stop it, or step in at any moment. What makes this powerful isn't just automation, it's transparency. You can see the agent's reasoning as it works, which builds trust and makes it easier to correct or guide. Google also demonstrated Mariner handling more complex tasks like online shopping. In one example, the agent identified a famous post-impressionist artist, found a colorful painting, then navigated to an e-commerce site to add art supplies to a cart, all while explaining what it was optimizing for, like price and visual appeal. These are early-stage research prototypes, but they show what's possible when AI can plan, reason, and act across multiple steps. Now let's talk about the model making all of this possible. Gemini 2 Flash. Gemini 2 Flash builds on the success of Gemini 1.5 Flash already, Google's most popular model for developers, but pushes performance much further. According to Google, 2 Flash outperforms 1.5 Pro on key benchmarks while running at roughly twice the speed. Speed matters because Gemini 2 isn't just responding to prompts, it's interacting in real time. One of the biggest upgrades is multimodal live streaming. Gemini 2 can process live video, audio, and text simultaneously. In demos, the model watched a shared screen, described what it saw, read highlighted text, explained unfamiliar terms, handled interruptions naturally, and remembered earlier parts of the conversation. This kind of interaction feels far closer to talking to a human collaborator than issuing commands to software. Gemini 2 also introduces native multimodal output, meaning it can generate text, images, and audio together as part of a single response. This is a big deal. For example, instead of just describing how an image could be edited, Gemini can actually generate the edited image directly. You can ask it to turn a car into a convertible, change its color, add beach gear, and explain the design choices all in one continuous response. The model maintains visual consistency across changes, something that's difficult with systems that rely on separate tools. This opens the door to real co-creation with AI. You're not just prompting, you're collaborating. Another major leap is spatial understanding. Gemini 2 can reason about where objects exist within images, identify relationships between them, and even search within an image. It can find matching items, distinguish subtle visual features, and label objects in multiple languages. Google has also introduced early 3D spatial reasoning, allowing the model to estimate depth and position in physical environments. While still experimental, this capability hints at future applications in robotics, navigation, and real-world assistance. Speaking of audio, Gemini 2 introduces native audio generation, and it's surprisingly expressive. Unlike traditional text-to-speech systems, native audio allows the model to control tone, pacing, emotion, and style directly. You can ask it to sound calm, energetic, dramatic, or casual. It can whisper, speed up, slow down, and even adapt its speaking style based on context. Even more impressive, it can switch languages mid-sentence without changing voices, making conversations feel seamless rather than robotic. This makes AI responses feel less like a machine reading text and more like a real assistant responding to you. Gemini 2 is also designed for native tool use. The model can decide when to use tools like Google Search or code execution based on your instructions. In demos, Gemini generated charts, searched for information, organized results into tables, and provided citations, all while explaining what it was doing. Developers can control when and how tools are used, allowing for precise, reliable workflows. This makes Gemini 2 especially powerful for research, data analysis, and productivity tasks. Google didn't stop there. They also introduced Jules, an experimental AI coding agent powered by Gemini 2. Jules integrates directly with GitHub and can handle bug fixes, modify multiple files, create structured plans, and even prepare pull requests, all asynchronously. Instead of micromanaging fixes, developers can offload repetitive tasks and focus on higher-level work. Finally, Google showcased how Gemini 2 agents can operate inside virtual environments, including video games. In one real-time demo, an AI agent watched gameplay, listened to the player, searched the web for strategy tips, tracked objectives, and offered contextual advice, all without any special game-specific training. This demonstrates a broader point. Gemini 2 agents don't need tightly controlled environments to be useful. They can reason across video, audio, text, and live information streams in the wild. And that's the real takeaway here. Gemini 2 isn't just a smarter chatbot. It's a platform for building AI agents that understand context, remember over time, and take meaningful action. Whether that's helping you navigate a city, manage work tasks, write code, shop online, or create content. Google is rolling these capabilities out cautiously, starting with trusted testers, because systems this powerful need to be built responsibly. But the direction is clear. We're moving from asking AI questions to working alongside AI that understands our world. And this might be the closest we've come yet.